Hello, I'm John Proxy on channel John West. I'm having a Game of Thrones Telltale adventure. Telltale. Ethan, where are you, Ethan? I found him. He's there. He's on a tree. Looking all smug. Guess that's me now.
I couldn't find him. Could you?
He hides too well. And if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
You found me! Well done, Ryan. Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
A stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
Yeah, I wouldn't make that
I don't want
prediction.
Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
He'll be fine. Garrett is smart.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
The hell?
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you are the lord of the house now.
He doesn't know me, or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know. But I know it's not good.
I'm not sure what
Ethan,
milksop
you
means
should
either.
let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man.
I guess it means like a
He
baby.
taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
I don't know, it seems to get everyone in
Do you
trouble
remember
around
when
these
we were
parts.
younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, well, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
I may have to change.
I'd rather have my brother than a lord.
I'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once. But Ethan will be a good lord. A proper lord. The lord of a noble house can do a great many things.
I couldn't say anything then.
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
I'm not promising sweets. Yeah, they've been clever about it. They've built
What's the
a
matter?
stock like
Lord
family.
Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
Alright, well
It's
then.
your decision. You are the lord.
If I were lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
Royland will remember that. Is it woman? There's important stuff going on. Like, loads of people died. Whiterun are our evil counterparts.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
We shall see. I'm not a fighter. Garrett's the fighter, clearly. That Whitehill. Hello.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself.
Bastard. Why did I shake his hand?
I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
I may be young, but I'm not so easily fooled. You're trying to rile me, but it won't work.
Young? You are that boy. Too young to know when you're in over your head. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much. Bloody Forresters.
Fetch Lord Whitehill some bread and salt. It was an oversight, Lord Whitehill. I promise it won't happen again.
Not likely. You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
We all serve House Bolton now.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
No reason? You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
He was defending his family as any man would. But your men murdered them all.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
He was sent to the wall.
Who the fuck sent him to the wall? Answer me! Who's the one who did it?
I did.
What? That was my justice to deliver, boy.
He's gonna remember my answer.
And you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honourable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, But Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
He's going to remember that. He deserved it. Defiance or diplomacy? I tried to be
I was wrong
diplomatic.
about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
Damn straight you do. Right, we Mira now? Yes, we are.
Your sister can help us.
I'm not going to cut the video just yet.
Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favour. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Right. Mira, Mira. Before I start, I'm going to read more of the Codex, because I've seen some new people now. So, who haven't I read about? Gregor, I've read about her, and Rick. Asher, they keep mentioning Asher, but I'll read him later. Okay, Mira Forrester. Mira had always been fond of Ironrath, but Lady Forrester, wanting her eldest daughter to learn the ways of the Southern court, arranged for Mira to serve as a handmaiden to Marjorie Tyrell. To the Mira's great surprise, she enjoyed attending on Marjorie at Highgarden and followed her to King's Landing with enthusiasm. Life in the capital has not been easy for Mira, as her straightforward northern ways are often at odds with the subtleties of court life, but she also has more guile than she realises. Okay, Ethan Forrester. Whereas his elder brothers were natural warriors, Ethan always found himself drawn to the pursuits of the mind, particularly music and books. He also bore a grateful love for the towering trees of Ironrath, a love he still shares with his twin sister Talia. Ethan was just a boy when House Forrester joined the War of the Five Rings, but by the war's end he'd been thrust into a role he was unprepared for. On cool autumn evenings, Ethan can still be heard playing his lute in the Ironwood Grove. Talia Forrester. During her fourth pregnancy, Lady Forrester dreamed that she would birth a daughter. Ryan Forrester. The last of the Forrester children, Ryan grew up idolising his elder siblings and spent many an hour chasing Ethan and Talia through the grove. His youth had been pleasant and shielded from responsibility, but recently Ryan's innocence began to fade. When the war began, Ryan was too young to understand why Roderick and his father were leaving home. The grim realities of the House of War has been impossible to avoid, and Ryan now asks questions for which his siblings have no easy answer. Yes. I still don't know who that is. Right. There's a couple left. We'll come back to them. Let's resume the game, shall we? So we're now Mira. We've got an ironwood box. We've got a coin, a letter, some books. Let's grab some coins. Loads of brooch, high garden brooch.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena.
There's a Yunkish coin. I guess it's from
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Yes. A carved ironwood tree.
Ethan made this for me.
And an unfinished letter. We can read it.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
I need to finish it. Right, that's the box done. Right, many other exciting things to do. It's not all box action. There's a dusty old tome there.
Wonders Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
Not the dead ones, presumably. Let's look out the window!
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
It is, I think. I'm not entirely sure about that. Letter from Mother.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Well, she's got her own problems, let me tell you. Oh, I've clicked on everything in the room. Everything's all wobbly. Down to the door, shall we? Alright. Keep your socks on.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
I'm not a lady. Let him in.
No, it's fine. Come in.
He looks too small to hurt me. I say that. I assume he's got a job.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you alright?
Oh, I suppose I am.
If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
Yeah, I suppose she's a lady of House Forrester, of course.
You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends.
You're very talkative.
I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but
Why are you telling me this?
I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a callboy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
Fair enough.
Good night, milady.
Well, he's quite interesting, isn't he? He's probably a spy working for...
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
A rough approximation of Lady Marjorie.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it. I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens, that you can hardly be blamed for the actions of your father and brother.
That was very nice.
Nonetheless, she demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
The only problem...
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Is... like, well, I'm going to lean towards Margaery. As far as I know, she hasn't done anything wrong just yet.
You'll be fine. I know
Won't
you
do
will.
for a while, but...
You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Alright, play the politics. That's going to be a spy. Everyone's a spy.
Good luck.
They're all spies. I mean, listen to some dude from Whitehill.
You can do this.
Walk forwards, see who these dudes are.
Ah, Lady Margaery. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
I am honored, Your Grace.
Yet not honored enough to kneel, I see.
Oh, damn it, shouldn't you?
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet... For centuries, the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
He's got a smirk.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
I chose that very carefully.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did name Joffrey as the one true king.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Yes.
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
I won't dishonor myself, Your Grace.
I wasn't sure what to say then.
I see.
Remember that though.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Margaery here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
No, yeah, I'm trying to
Loyalty
be nice.
can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts?
Damn.
You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
Marjorie's told me to lie.
I'm sure she
Let
would...
the girl answer the question.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Yeah. I mean, Marjorie
Well said.
told me.
I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
Well, Marjorie will remember that. She told me earlier.
Is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging.
Damn.
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Oh, I don't think I did very well there.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to answer that
No
one.
doubt Lady Marjorie will forgive you. Eventually. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard, not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it.
Right.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight.
I don't know.
3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North.
Okay, I think I did better with
King's
Tyrion than I
Landing
did
can be a
in that
nest of
last
vipers
conversation.
to the uninitiated.
Right. I can't believe Marjorie's annoyed with me. She told me going in that I'll have to say stuff that I won't necessarily mean.
Mira, I was worried. How was it?
Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating. It didn't go very well. I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back. Here with the 4th cousins and the 9th born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well. Which is more than you can say for his mother.
I'd marry anyone if it helped my family.
Right. Of course. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the Seven Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well?
We're sorry, my lady. We were just having fun.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful.
Oh, I see. The seating
The Queen was
more politics
pleased by your display, Mira.
Was she?
I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly.
Yay.
You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Let's ask her for help.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
Right, you can stay. Be it on your head.
Go on.
Sarah's going to remember that.
Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
That's a loyalty to someone else.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks. And now you would have me ask him to intervene.
Damn.
Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
I will forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Not gonna say anything. I remain silent.
Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Not sure if I'd made all the correct decisions there. I had to look them over. What time are we on? Oh, there we are. We're back on the King's Road. No horse! Bad horse! Stupid horse!
7 elves.
Let's play a little game, shall we?
Oh, there he is.
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
Oh, he's got a spider sense, that guy. I don't think I need to.
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy. What with all that bloody noise?
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it?
You're not getting up from that tree.
These foresters.
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh. Listen. There.
My horse.
Hear that? I know I heard something.
I stayed still, I could have ran. Hello!
Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Why would you do that? Like, why would you just not check? Oh! The last minute is going to be important. Say that. So I guess that actually means I'm like 5 minutes late for these. Wow, wait longer. Wait until you know their way. I don't know if I want to see this guy. He's going to be played. Is there like a not go forward option? See how many secrets this guy has.
Bloody hell!
Where are we now? Oh,
Lord Ethan!
Ethan, yes.
As I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership.
He's a spy. Everyone's a spy.
300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the Whitehills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good.
He was good.
He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
And what will they call me?
That is for you to define as the new lord. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move! Summon the Lord! We need his judgment.
Oh. Let's judge someone.
I've done nothing wrong! I was only trying to survive!
It's interesting how they've taken stuff from the actual story, like the original stories.
Lord Ethan. Maester.
Why did you kick this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
Oh, I see.
2 shields and 3 spears.
You stole from us.
I feared for my life. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks
true. Right.
I've a family to feed. And not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Mercy. Go! Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter.
Calm yourself.
The time for calm passed with the late Lord Forester. Now there's only chaos.
You'll address him as Lord.
You're not helping.
Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
The men
is.
need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
We can send him to the wall.
Show him mercy, my lord. He stole from us. Make him pay for what he stole. Give us justice.
Fuck him!
I will decide.
Send him to the wall. Take his fingers. He's a thief.
Right,
If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
Oh, I don't know! Send him to the wall.
I sentence you to the wall, where you will join the Night's Watch.
Oh, please, my lord! My family, without me, they'll die!
Lord's Judgement. You have to be... I know. Ah, they're all bad. Everything is bad choices. Your house will remember this judgment. Alright, was that a good judgment? A bad judgment? I don't know.
That was certainly unpleasant. But a lord must mete out punishment when it's due.
Not just yourself, of course.
Maester, what do you think?
Me?
Yes. Did I do what's right?
The wall seems like a fitting place for a thief. I only hope he doesn't find Garrett there and take his anger out on the poor squire.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side.
Well, I don't know if I can trust you, mate, if that's what
Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom.
Who do you think I should choose?
There are 2 capable men for the role.
Yeah.
They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your sentinel will wear this for all to see. Take it.
Thank you for your counsel, Maester.
It is my duty. Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
I take it he's an option as well. Although in this game, Telltale games like to put it in, make all the choices binary. I have to talk to those 2 though. There's a bit of a worry that I took the middle option, and that wasn't very decisive. So what was that? Let's enter the tower. Look at... No. What's this? Look at the food! Let me look at the food. Oh, fine.
Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again, just to be sure. But it doesn't look good.
Eric said people were going to starve. Why can't we feed them?
The war has taken its toll. Even our own stores for the house are dwindling. We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the Whitehills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you'd like. We've done it before in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
No, there must be something else we can do.
Well, I hope we find it soon. We won't have much room to maneuver if we don't have the option of holding fast. I can speak to the huntsmen and trappers. Perhaps they can do more. My lord.
Oh no, I'm still conversing here.
Swords up! You can lift them, yeah?
Duncan.
Yes, my lord.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
Ask him about Sentinel.
As Lord, I must name a sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favour for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
I haven't decided yet.
Well, you must soon, my lord. This is not a matter to be taken lightly.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service, my lord.
Alright, no, let's try that again, because I didn't... No, I'm not giving him the bracer. I'll do it at the lunch. See, this is the problem. I feel like it might do it too early, and that would be an insult.
Slash and parry! Slash and parry! Again!
Talk to Malcolm.
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, showing mercy to a man who admits his guilt. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow. At first light.
But where are you going?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to return with him, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
She's my mother. I know how to speak to her.
I'm sure you do.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel. If
I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice. And I'd trust him.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ethan, I need to talk to you.
Offered a suggestion. Oh no, I was going to talk to Royland.
Mother told me Mira has asked for Lady Marjorie's help.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira. She always thinks of family above all else. Hopefully Lady Marjorie's influence will be enough. But right now I'm more concerned about you. I saw what you did to that man. I know you told me you'd have to change, but I suppose I hadn't believed you would.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the wall without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
Well, I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please.
Who should I name as my sentinel?
It should definitely be Duncan Tuttle. He's dependable and smart, and everyone trusts his judgment. Sir Royland is unpredictable and likely to make matters worse.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
Talk to one then.
Sword up! Swing left! Parry! Wrong! I didn't know
Sir
dogs
Royland,
could hold swords.
a word?
Of course, my lord.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice. I need to name a sentinel.
Ah, you do. And it's good you came to me. I know this house, and everyone here knows me. They know I can hold the reins, or wield the sword in equal measure. I'm the man you need. And might I remind you, it was Duncan Tuttle who sent Garrett to the wall. He undermined your authority, and made you look weak to the Whitehills. I would never do that to you. And if you pardon me saying so, I think your father would be proud, seeing you make good choices as a young lord.
Duncan Tuttle is a good man.
Aye, a fine man. Wise even. But he has no business being a sentinel. He likes to talk. But now's the time for action.
I don't know.
So, when will you declare your decision, my lord?
Tonight, at the small council meeting.
Very good. I trust your judgment, my lord.
Right. No one's been very helpful. I've got like, they've both scored one each. So at least he said he wanted the job.
Yes, my lord.
What's the state of our defences? Are these men ready for what's coming?
This lot, ready? No, but they will be. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet, up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and centre. That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got to project power, especially when you're weakened.
Thank you, Sir Royland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And I'll be sure to watch out for more deserters. After today, I suspect there'll be more to come.
The problem I think I have is that I didn't choose either option, so I basically let everyone down rather than just half the people. Let's just look at Duncan. That's what Duncan looks like.
Now, when I say parry, get that sword out!
Right. Let's talk to the Maester again. See if he can help me out. The Royland does seem loyal.
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. I see you've spoken to a number of people. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
What is it you're doing over here?
Admiring the ironwood, my lord. I studied it at the Citadel. The wood may be black, but I see gold. An entire forest of gold.
What do you mean?
It is our greatest asset, my lord. Why not give some of our ironwood to House Bolton and have them leave us be? We could ransom ourselves. You can hardly put a price on your own life, or the lives of those you love.
How much do we have to give, Maester?
From here to Wolfswood Creek and then across the next 2 ridges, it should be enough to satisfy Ramsay Snow, I imagine. Bloodlust can often be sated by gifts and gold.
Right, before I'm going to read the 3 guys' things again. I feel like he's going to be an option. But why wouldn't she be an option as well? Right. Okay, Duncan Tuttle. As a boy, Duncan showed such talent for managing his family's farm that everyone assumed that one day he'd take over. But Duncan was fated to run more than the fields in a pig pen. In time, he struck up an unlikely friendship with Gregor Forrester, the heir to House Forrester, and the two grew close. When Gregor became lord, he named Duncan his Castellan when the eyebrows were raised, but Duncan proved himself worthy and served the house well known since. Roland de Gore. I don't know what a Castellan is. Do you know what a master of arms? Roland de Gore joined Lord Forrester's army after his family was wiped out by Ironborn during Balon Greyjoy's rebellion. De Gore had a natural grasp of military tactics and strategy and came to play a crucial role in the siege of Pike that ended the war. In the months that followed, King Robert awarded Roland a knighthood and Lord Forrester asked him to serve as the Master of Arms. Still holds his position and is known for his military expertise as well as his temper. Maester Ortegrin, originating from a minor house in the Vale, Maester Ortegrin studied at the Citadel in hope of being assigned to the area, but by the time he'd earned enough links on his chain to graduate from the Acolyte, John Arryn had been murdered and the south was in turmoil. The Citadel ultimately assigned Maester Ortegrin to Ironlath, where he soon became to respect the Forrester family's honour and integrity. He now serves the Forresters with pride and has become a trusted advisor to the Lord. It's good. I'll choose him if I get the choice. Alright. I want to let you guys go, but I may as well do it.
You're all worthless and weak.
Okay, I've not finished exploring yet because I can go up into the tower. Very slowly up the tower. Oh, fair enough. Just for the view. Let's talk to the Maester then.
Come on, you dogs. You'll not be fighting here forever.
My lord, are you now ready to name your sentinel?
Yes, I am.
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. Really? I will convene the small council at once.
Right, if I get a save game, I'll let you guys go. That could be like my cliffhanger. Right, I've been John Proxy on the channel John West. I've been having a Game of Thrones Telltale adventure, and I'll see you guys next time.